Interesting videos that I've been putting up the past two. I'm tired of this catfish crap. Every single episode of Catfish has been fake. I'm sorry, wrong. No, 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 no. There is no way in the world that every single person on that show has been fooled. That's one indication that it's fake. Okay? Number two, MTV is not smart enough to realize, hey, they're gonna figure us out. We need to throw in some real cases here. Even if they did that, I'd still see right through it. I'm on this catfish trip, and it's like bigger than ever now because of Manti Te'o. If you don't know who Manti Te'o is, I described him in my last video. Notre Dame football player. Apparently had no idea. Had some huge celebration for a girl that he thought was his girlfriend that he never met. Apparently never met. Never saw. It was a hoax. She passed away, or supposedly passed away. Notre Dame had this big celebration for her, and it turns out to be a hoax. It's embarrassing. Like I said in my last video, there is no way in the world with today's technology and the fact you can get a tablet, a new tablet. Now, it's not an iPad, but it's a Kobe 7-inch tablet, and it's good enough to video chat. And that's really all you want to do in this situation, in this instance. And from my past experiences in life with the internet, 3 times in the late 90s, and then in 2008, the cruel person I met on the internet was who they said they were, but it was just a scam. They found some lonely guy on the internet that was sad and depressed, and they used me, and it was a dare between 2 friends. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, again, go back to my cruel person I met in 2008 video. But they used me. She won a bet. She won some money. So I would consider it 4 times in my life I've been scammed over the internet when it came to relationships. So I've lived it. And I lived it well before it was called catfishing, buddy. And I'm not the only one that lived it well before it was called catfishing. You see, we didn't have, and I've said this over and over, we had no ability to video chat unless you were super rich. And then, even then, I don't think in the late 90s you could video chat via internet. I'm sure it was possible, but I think you had to be like communications experts, offices, stuff like that. I know you could do it through the telephone, but again, those telephones cost hundreds of dollars, and not everybody had a telephone that you could video chat. So it just bugs me that Nev Schulman and is such a scam artist, and people like that really drive me nuts. And like I said in my last video, and this is being honest, if I ever met Nev Schulman, I would punch him, and I don't care the consequences. He is a fraud. He is making a mockery out of people who have truly been hurt, for real, by putting these actors, these struggling actors and actresses on the screen for MTV. They give them a freaking paycheck, and they make this big deal out of catfishing, which I think is the dumbest name in the world for, getting lied to on the internet. Catfishing is something that I do, or that you would do if you're from the South. It's very popular. You go with your friends and family, you get some fishing poles, and then you have a catfish fry, and with some hush puppies and coleslaw, macaroni salad, all that good stuff. Catfishing is not, getting lied to on the internet. So again, that's the dumbest name. I don't know what I would call it. Basically, what I would call it is getting hurt. Let's just be blunt. Let's just be simple. And I'm very simplistic. It's called being hurt. It's not catfishing. It's called getting your heart ripped out of your chest. And it's happened to me 4 times in my lifetime. Now, back in 2008, again, it's a little different because this person didn't lie about who they were. They just lied about their motives. So, but the ones in the late 90s, I had absolutely no clue what I was walking into. And it just bugs me. A guy like me that's a loner, that has no friends, that lives that, and now he sees it all like it's so popularized, glamorized, and the show itself is fake. It's about time that somebody in these networks have the freaking cojones to put out a television show with real life people like me who have suffered in love and tragically may never find love. And for me, I may die of a broken heart one day because mentally, physically, emotionally I'm exhausted and I'm just so tired of being lonely. And I'm not the only one out there. It's just so hard, and it shouldn't be, but you would think with all these people you see out when I go out, and I don't go out much, and you guys know that, but you would think it'd be easy for me to find me someone to love. But you know, love is the greatest thing in the world. It can also be the most dangerous thing in the world, because while it will make you feel so amazing, if it's true, it's honest, it's real, if it's not and you don't have it, or if you get lied to about it, it will crush your soul, it will crush your spirit, and it lasts a lifetime in most cases, unless someone comes along and fixes that. And I'm still looking for someone to come along and fix it, heal me. Basically, I'm at a point in my life where I don't think I'm ever going to get back on my feet unless I see a gleaming light of hope at the end of the tunnel. Meaning, if I, in my heart, start talking to someone and I honestly feel as though that this someone could potentially be, it could be the beginning, and even if it's not a relationship, a deep friendship would be amazing as well. So until the seeds are planted and I get any little inkling that maybe, just maybe, I've made a lifelong friend, someone that's going to be compassionate and be there for me. And while I prefer it to be a relationship, you got to start somewhere. So as far as I'm going, to give an update on me, nothing's changed. Everything's the same. Still have no friends. Still depressed. Still dealing with acute social anxiety. Still very, very much lonely and hurt and cry every day. And I think I touched on it in my last video, but congrats to Donley, man. It's just so proud of that man. He succeeded. He inspired me to do the video series, but like I said in the last video, that man had so much going for him. It was hard for me to believe that it took him this long to find somebody, but it did. I don't have a lot to give. I'm not athletic. I'm not in shape. I don't have money. I don't drive a nice car. I don't live in a nice place. I don't wear nice clothes. I don't have muscles. I don't ski. I don't do any of those things. So for that guy, and he had a different form of mental disease than I do. His is different than mine. It took him that long to find someone. I'm really in trouble. And the problem with my depression and my anxiety is I'm not going to be able to get on my feet. And I know, and I can go back through my life and look at everything. The struggle is, one thing that's been missing is friendship. One thing that's been missing is love interests. And I firmly believe that if I would have had that over the years, the few jobs that I've had, the few times where I was on an up and doing okay, I might have been able to sustain that. But unfortunately, every time, it all led back to loneliness again, emptiness, depression, tenfold, worse than it was. You know, and I'm a firm believer that to get the keys that have been missing, the pieces of the puzzle, like I said, if I have any glimmering of hope that I plant the seeds of a really deep friendship or a deep connection with someone that may turn into a love interest on a mental, physical, and spiritual level, then maybe I can start getting the process of getting back on my feet. But until then, there's no point. And the way my mind works and the way my depression is, and even my psychiatrists have told me, you're so set in your mind set that there is just absolutely no way you're ever going to succeed by yourself. And he feels for me. He knows it's a struggle for me. He knows how hard it is for me. He knows that no matter what he says, for me, the only chance I have at life is if I no longer deem myself lonely and I no longer deem myself unworthy of life. Meaning that I have people that care about me, that care what I do, that care if I live or die, and that want to see me make it, that want to see me get on my feet. Because I'm never going to do it for myself. I've heard over the years you can't love unless you love yourself. That's baloney. That is so baloney. Because if someone can love me in my condition, then I can learn to love myself. But I don't have to love myself first to be loved. No. And I will never love myself until someone loves me first. If someone can love this mess here, this fat, ugly loser, this fat, ugly, depressed nobody, this fat, ugly piece of crap that I am, if someone can love this right here in this condition, if someone can take a chance with somebody like me, then it's quite possible that I may be able to learn to love myself. I don't know if I said this in one of my last two videos. I think I had recorded some videos and just for whatever reason never posted them. Maybe the way things didn't come out right or whatever. And I might have said this in a video that I ended up deleting and not uploading. But I'll say this. The first girl I ever met when I was 12 years old. And the reason why I started my dream of love. I've had this dream since I was 12 years old. And that's pretty young, right? And I knew even then what I wanted. I didn't want fame, fortune, money, cars, clothes, nothing. I wanted love. I wanted a girl to love me. You know what? Being made fun of by everyone. Being called nicknames. Meatloaf. Middle school. Pork chop high school. But let's go back to middle school. 6th grade, the first girl I was ever attracted to. The most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. I'm a 12-year-old boy. Just started middle school. You know, a whole new set of people. Because everyone I went to school with in elementary school, well, they all went to a different school. Because where I lived, it was the city rezoned everything. So I went to a different middle school than everybody I went to elementary school with. And so new crowd, new people. And then that's just when it happened. Like in elementary school, kids were more worried about playing, not making fun of other people, not worrying about what they look like, or not worrying about, you know, being better than someone. Kids started changing, and I got made fun of and laughed at and all that stuff. So what happened was I started liking this girl, and I said to myself that if a girl like that can like someone like me who is fat, who is ugly, who is being made fun of by everyone, who has no friends, and I was 12 years old still, same situation I'm in now. If this girl can like me, it will be the greatest thing in the world. It will be all I need to succeed, to know that even though I'm coming to school and getting put down and made fun of every day, this girl doesn't care. She likes me for me. That I can overcome. That I can succeed and do anything in life. What happened? Well, we all know what happened. She told me, "Oh, you're too ugly. I can't be seen with someone as ugly as you." And it crushed me. This was in 93, early 94, 6th grade. In the summer of 94, my 12th birthday, I crafted the dream. A dream that is still yet to come true. A dream of love. I told myself on my birthday when I turned 12, I say, okay, 6th grade wasn't great. It was new, it was different. I liked a girl for the first time and it hurt. And I could feel emotions for the first time. I could feel a change. I said then, the only thing that I ever want in life is a girlfriend. Someone who can love me regardless of how many people make fun of me. Someone who can be my friend, and then someone I can be proud to be with, someone I can be proud to show off, someone I can be proud to call mine. If a girl can forget about everything around, the name calling, can look past the outside, to the crappy clothes, to the big fat body, to the gray round face, if she can look past all that and love me, not love, because I was only 12. Well, let me go back. I said I was 12 in 6th grade, I was 11, so, but the dream started when I was 12. The inklings that led up to me creating this dream happened 6th grade year when I was 11. So on my 12th birthday, that's when the dream was created. This year will mark the 19th anniversary of the dream. A dream that is still yet to come true. I've said this before. People who dream about being rich and famous, that's hard to get. That's hard to accomplish. I have such a simple dream that you would think that it would have came true by now. But the thing for me is, it's a dream that once I get, if it ever does come true, I'm not letting it go. I'm not going to, like so many people fall in love and they think it's it and they get divorced. Not me. I'm not even going to take a chance. I'm not even going to put myself out there through all the experiences I've had with girls rejecting me and putting me down and not being true. If, like I said, the inklings occur and something does maybe start and I feel it in my heart, I'll go with it. But I'm not about to just accept anyone or take anything, because my dream means so much to me that once it comes true, I will never let it go, and I will do everything in my power to make sure that that dream does not die. Unfortunately for me, such a dream that should be so simple, still 18 and a half years later, has never came true. And with no hope in sight, well, a little bit of hope. I keep myself at a 5% hope level, just because I'm still here, I'm still alive. I haven't gone over the deep end yet, but like I said in the beginning, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all that stuff, I'm worn out. Something's going to have to happen soon, and I know this is stupid to say now, but when I was young, I told myself if my dream did not come true by the time I turned 21, I would kill myself. Obviously that didn't happen. I was a little different back then. I was a little suicidal back then. I'm not suicidal anymore. But I guess I'll make a proclamation right now, and to myself, I have to do this. I have to. I cannot keep crying at night, wishing, hoping. Just can't do it. But if this dream does not come true, or at least there isn't like I said, there is no indication that it's going to come true by my 32nd birthday next summer, June 24th, 2014. My 32nd birthday, 20-year anniversary of the dream. Again, it's not a dream like Martin Luther King had to integrate white and black. It's not a dream to become a famous musician, movie star, be rich and famous. It's a dream to meet a girl and fall in love. Someone who will look past all this, look past all the bad things that are wrong with me right now, and still fall in love with me. If a woman can fall in love with me right now in my condition, that, like I said when I was 12, when I was getting made fun of, when I created this dream, if someone can look past all that, then that will give me the hope and the strength and the desire to do anything, to overcome. If that girl can look past everything that's wrong with me, and fall in love with me and make my dream come true, then that means I can do anything. That is the only thing stopping me from living life. That is the only thing stopping me from being somebody. Because I wanted so bad. And the way my mind is, I wanted love for so long. I will never be able to get on my feet unless it happens. So on my 32nd birthday, if my dream has not came true, I will officially, I gotta do this. I will give up on the dream, and I will never think about it. I will never I won't make any more videos. I will no longer even, like, it's gonna be hard, but what will end up happening then is I'll just completely forget about relationships, love. I'll just give up completely and just do my best to basically what will end up happening then is I got a feeling I'll just end up becoming like, and this is weird. I'm not trying to sound crazy, but I just got a feeling I may end up in a place, you know, in a home, because by then, you know, I'm already worn out. You know, I'm already like at the end of my wits end with this. You don't realize how much loneliness. We as humans, we are a social being, and loneliness is just, I've been lonely for so long. I'm just exhausted. I'm just, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the little things I do, going out, seeing all these people smiling, and all these people that are with someone or have friends, and me, it's just not fair. I didn't do anything wrong. I was just a kid that wanted friends and no one would give me a chance, and it caused me to become depressed. Maybe I think I was born with it, but it caused it to manifest. It caused anxiety to manifest. It just caused everything to become worse. And again, I guess this is what my life was meant to be, but I will know that if my dream comes true in the next year and a half, boy, it'll be the greatest thing in the world. But after my 20th, and after 20 years of dreaming, you have to give up. You just have to. I know they say never give up on your dreams, but my dream is so simple that if it hasn't came true by next year, forget it. It's not. It's not. That's not to say that I won't still want it. I'm just not going to actively think about it. I'm just not actively going to let it control me. Again, I'm probably going to be even way more depressed. And like I said, more than likely, by then, I'm probably going to be at a point where I never leave my house. That I will leave my house for, like, even less than I do now. Like, I'll get my medication, I'll see my psychiatrist, and the grocery store, I won't even go to the grocery store. I'll find a family member to bring me groceries. I don't need a lot. And that's basically all. And I'm just probably going to become really reclusive, even more reclusive than I am. And like I said, I may wind up in a mental home. I'm not trying to sound crazy, but this is taking its toll on me. And if that's what's meant to be, that's what's meant to be. I'd much rather be in a mental home, away from the world that never gave me a chance, than to still continue to be out in it. But oddly enough, maybe my dream girl is like me out there. Maybe there's a girl like me out there, have the same situation that I went through, except she's a girl. And maybe, just maybe, if I went to a mental home, she might be in there too, because she couldn't take it no more, and I may meet a girl in there. I know it's weird, I know it's strange, but the only reason that my disease has gotten this bad is just because my mind and everything's manifested, and I can't do it. I need to see that someone cares. So this video is pretty long, and it started, you know, about my other videos, and it's ending, and I had to give you an update on me, and I you know, anyways, I'm done until next time. Conversation with a loner, and I'm out.